just, we're just about standing on it right here. There's another one. We know we're supposed to be down inside. We're supposed to try not to walk inside the circle.
I put tobacco down already, so
Yeah.
we have some permission here.
Invitation?
I guess it's 2 summers since I've been here, but we put tobacco down all week.
Thank you.
Although I didn't today. It was kind of short notice to get in. Again, they're still in the bush country, out of the wind here, so I'm guessing this is a site where they would have wintered with Jeff. There's another fairly dominant one across the trail here on the other side. Variety of sage, I guess it is. Buffalo grass, but I'm talking the paler stuff right down lower.
Yep.
And of course, in the spring, the first thing that comes up is the crocuses, and this is covered with crocus.
Then you would have the medicine people would be in another area, the artists would be in another area, and the musicians would be in another area. So if you would get up in the morning and you had this song that you were dreaming about, you would go over to the musicians. And so it was, it was very, very structured, although it was very natural. There was also a structure in our villages. It's so interesting. And really when you think of it, like, isn't that cool that you have this village and you have all your resources that you need, right there. Yeah.
Do you think people still try to do that?
I believe so. Yeah.
If you look at Manitou, for example,
yes.
People are trying.
Yes, that's really good stuff.
Find space with each other.
Yeah. It's a good time to think that we can, talk about this freely, like, a group of us like this, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. And don't have to be, so scared anymore. Like even I was 34 when I came home, and we couldn't talk like this 34 years ago.
Because?
Fear. Oh, fear. Like, I when I leave home, I still have to prepare myself.
Ground yourself, you mean?
Yes, and prepare myself that I'm going to come across anything. Like, yeah, it's still there. Yeah, but I mean, we've come a long way. Like, yeah, I'm very thankful. Like, I keep saying that to my children, my grandchildren, and my great grandchildren. I'm so thankful to still be alive.
The Watchers history book tells us it was the First Nation women that ran the show
Absolutely.
in the villages too. When it was time to pick up and go on to the next location, it was the women that made that decision. The men were really just the hunters and the gatherers, and so there would be times when the men were away hunting that it was pretty near only women and children in their spot.
Yes. When I was brought here after I had been, and I'm going to say the word kidnapped because I can't make it any prettier. It's not pretty. But when I was brought down here as a child, I was 5 then. By the time they found us, my mother hid us for several years, but they eventually found us. And I wasn't used to being with men. I was used to being with women, and my adoptive mother wrote that down. She said that I would keep asking, when are they going moosing? In other words, when are the men going to leave? And then we can get back to the work of the women. And
Did it change?
Did what?
Did it change?
Did it change? I mean, as it changed today? Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
Well, all the truth talkers that have been here, and there's been about a half dozen that have been men. The women, I think, are still not coming out to speak. Jeff, I don't know if you are aware of some women truth speakers that come and talk to the school kids and the children, but out here it's only been men. Okay, we'll make one more stop and then we'll show you a little Manitou Lake from the north shore. Material that was available. So they went and cut down poplars and then packed it with mud, and we know that it was built in about 1910 by people last name of Dom, John Dom, and around the corner there's a clay pit where they would have got the clay to pack. There's poplar trees on both the inside and the outside of those walls, so then they packed them full. One of the first First Nations fella that came here was Noel Starblanket, who was the very first national leader of the First Nations people, and he actually went to Ottawa when they were called the Indian First Nation Federation or something like that. And so when Parliament was in session in Ottawa, he lived in Ottawa and lobbied for the First Nation people. And if I remember right, that was about 1976 or something like that. So we lost him during COVID. He was in Regina, and they said he died of diabetes, but I think he probably died of not getting the proper care that he needed during COVID, likely. But he came, and we'll go to the west side here. Ron, are you coming? vegetation there. But he came out and he was much the same. He said he didn't remember if he was 5 or 7 when they came and took him, but he spent the first 5 or 7 years living with his grandma. And these mud houses, of course, Mother Nature would wash some of the material away each year, so he could remember as a child coming out and reparging this house with fresh mud to this, well, not this house, but a house